What up, everybody? Zeta Zulu back at it again with another review for you. And today is the day we're doing the evolution of the 1-to-144 high grade build fighters Gundam Build Strike and all of its evolutions throughout the high grade build fighters line. And we're kicking it off with just the base Build Strike that you can buy on its own. And this is where we're going to go over its articulation here with this base Build Strike right here. I can tell you now the articulation will not differ that much from any of the other ones outside of if a backpack hinders little bits here and there, and that's not even that much. Now, let's kick this guy off by going over his details and stickers and whatnot. Now, he has a lot of good part separation that accounts for getting a lot of his coloring, like this gray that is coming from the red and the blue and the white and whatnot. But he also does have a fair amount of stickers to get the other smaller details, like his eyes or his forehead and back camera, the yellow bits on the shoulder, the gray underneath the red here, the blue on his arms, the blue on his knees, and the red on his side skirts. Now, these will be universal through just about all of these Build Strike kits. Mainly the underneath the red, the eyes and forehead, arms, side skirts, and knees. Those stickers will stay universal through all of them. These little yellow ones, on the other hand, one of his forms do not have these white bits and have something else instead, and these stickers won't be needed or used. Now, for articulation, his head can go forward and back, rotate all the way around, 360 side to side, you know, the good stuff. Get a little wiggle to left and right, you can get that nice chicken neck going. His shoulders can come outwards on these poly caps, kind of softer plastic, more rubbery for those that aren't into Gunpla like that. The arms can rotate 360, wiggle around since they're on ball joints. The shoulders can go out about that far before starting to pop out and rotate beneath the shoulder, and you get a nice double bend at the elbow. It's almost 180. The hands are just on a ball joint, so they can, well, pop out, but wiggle around, back, forward, down, up. You know, this typical stuff, rotate 360. The waist is on a double ball joint, basically. One up here in the red, well, let me move his fist out the way. One up here, connects this red to the white, and one down here connects his white to his waist. So you can get a pretty decent ab crunch, or arc back ab crunch, some side to side, and you can get it to rotate basically 360. Now that changes whether he has a backpack on or not and how cluttered it is back there with the backpack. The side skirts do move out and can rotate. The front skirts can go up, and they are normally together, so when you would move one, you'd basically be moving both. I typically choose with all Gunpla to cut the little centerpiece because there are typically ball joints still in there, so that you can get the individual moving up and not have to worry about the other one going up and showing everything off. Now, just like you just saw, the leg can kick forward pretty far, back not so much. Move out to the side, it would go further, but the side skirt does restrict it. If you just rotate the side skirt out the way a little bit more, you can get just that little bit more. You can rotate just about 360, get stopped by basically this front bit at the thigh. The knees get a nice double bend, really good. The ankles can go back, forward, side to side, and rotate. And the ankle armor, as you just saw when it popped off, is on a ball joint connected to the side of the ankle. And one other bit he does have is his hips can rock left and right. That's to aid in like kicking poses and the like. So pretty good, very posable. He'd make a great base for any custom Gunpla since he just has an outlandish amount of posability And that's essentially what this guy is. He's a custom Gunpla built by Sayori, the main protagonist of Gundam Build Fighters. Now, equipment-wise in this base form, he's mainly limited to his beam gun, which you just plug into his hand, the beam sabers on his side skirt, which when you just buy it regularly, you do get a pair of clear pink beams. All the build strikes come with them, and the same beam saber. And that can also just plug into his hand. Really simple, don't have to take off his hand cover. And his Chobam shield. Now, it's a weird word to say, but it's his basic shield. It's described as just being a bunch of plates of plastic together, and if it were to get hit by a strong beam attack, as the beam attack goes through the pieces of plastic, it becomes dispersed. So eventually, even if it gets all the way through, essentially no damage. Now, this is basically all you have for your base build strike, and that's fine. But he has one other evolution right after this that you can achieve by just adding a simple backpack known as the Build Booster. Now, this is done up in all blue plastic, any color you see, like this red on the side, gray on the cockpit, white on the thruster bits here, and the wings and whatnot. Those are all stickers, and it's unfortunate, but you can paint it if you want. These stickers work out well enough for me, for somebody who just likes to snap fit his kits together. Now, to attach it to the Build Strike, basically move these energy cannons down, put the wings back, and extend this nose cone and swing it back to reveal this connecting peg. And that just pegs into this hole in his back. Really easy, really simple. All the Build Strikes have this connection, so you can basically swap any of its backpacks between itself. But, oops, I did not get it securely on. Hold on. There we go. Nice and secure. Now he has a flight pack, so getting up in the air, aerial isn't a big problem. The wings articulate pretty well. You can get them all the way down like so. And if you need to storm somewhere kind of compact, they can fold back pretty good. They get a nice spread. They look pretty cool. Now, he can also hold these high energy beam cannons in his hand. Not like taking them out, but you can rotate them up and flip out this peg right here, or this handle, mind you, and you kind of just get his hand to go around it, and you can just maneuver it up a little bit more so you can have a straight shot, and bam. Now, as the full package Build Strike, he does have two other beam rifles, basically. A standard, basically called beam rifle. It's an upgrade of the beam gun, just so you can get longer range, more power. Plugs in the hand the same way, and looks pretty nice, kind of standard Gundam look. And then he gets the high energy beam rifle, which is actually, let me move him back a bit. Which is this bad boy right here, done up in all gray, same as the beam rifle and beam gun, and comes with this posable handle, which you can flip out and back. Now, he can hold it with two hands, but I'm not gonna show you because we don't have a lot of time here. Well, we have as much time as the world, but I want to keep this down to a certain amount of time. Now, this is essentially how he ends in this form, but he evolves even further from the Build Strike full package to something even greater, something even further beyond the stars. The Star Build Strike. Build Strike full package evolved to Star Build Strike. We are now at the Build Strike's next step in evolution, the Star Build Strike. Now, the main differences here are his backpack and these bits on the legs, because he basically has gimmicks where he can increase the output and basically get effect parts that fill in for these bits right here. I will be showing that off, but in a different kind of way. Now, equipment-wise, he gets the Star Beam Rifle and the Absorb Shield, along with his 2 beam sabers and the Star Build cannons on here, which are equipped to his new backpack, which I'll show off really quick. You'll basically be seeing how to put it on and off. Basically, what you want to do for ease is remove the head, lift these bits up, which basically go over the Build Strike's regular chest armor, and just pull it out. Now, to get into its booster mode, you basically flip these down and flip it up and have it go down to be flush against this bottom bit here, and you just kind of rotate the peg and this nose cone around on this double hinge until it's basically facing forward. Oops. And then you just slide it back to lock it in. Now, as you can see, looks like I cut something off. These do initially come with pegs that, while along with the ball joint, are plugged in here, so that you're basically supposed to remove them when you want them to be more downward when connected to the the Star Build Strike. It's basically the Star Build Strike as is right now, actually. Come on, get your head on. Get your head in the game. And this universe booster just connects to it to increase its power output and help manage what it has in it called the RG system. Now, this, while a little bit better than the build booster, it does still come with a lot of stickers, like this metallic orange all over the cockpit, the yellow, the black on the sides, and the red on these fins are all stickers. And along with these clear bits is how you get a lot of the detail. Now, it's connected back to the Star Build Strike, so we can keep this review flowing. Just fold it back, make sure you get the proper peg out, get these bad boys flipped up, rotate these down so that they're out the way. And one way you can do it is kind of flip his head to the side and try to feed these through so you don't have to take the head off, and then just make sure you connect the peg into the hole as per all of these. Now it's nice and connected. You can get these down over the strikes, or the Star Build Strike's vents, and he looks vastly different. He looks a little bit more powerful, a little bit more armored up. Now, this gun can do a multitude of things. First off, this is its base form, and you can see it kind of has 2 barrels, but still based off of the regular beam gun. Now, what you can do is remove this bit and hook this onto this clip right here, and now you can flip it down, and it's in its high power mode. And what this is used for is you would connect this hose on the shield, which basically, once the shield has absorbed enough energy, can redisperse that in a big blast and connect it to the gun. And it's basically just a high-powered shot. Now, this can't actually open like it does in the show, but you can basically remove it, and you have the base Chobam shield, and you just place on this open accessory, The red on here and on the other one are both stickers. And you just place it on with these two pegs right here into the little slots on the shield right there. Now it looks like it's absorbed some, or is absorbing energy to be fired back. Now, he does come with effect parts, as I mentioned earlier, and those are in the form of some wings and wing-like effect parts. Now to equip those, you're basically going to remove any of these clear pink pieces as you see fit to kind of equip them. Like, I'll just do a small demonstration of it. Like, remove these side ones from here and here, and give me 1 second. You can attach these nice clear blue wings to the sides as you wish. Just peg here, hole here. Really easy, really simple. And he does indeed come with a stand. Hold on, let me get that in there. So now he has his wings, and you can basically plop them up on his stand to have it look like he's doing some nice aerial combat, flying through the battlefield. Oops. Now, one complaint I do have with this guy is those front bits. They do kind of come out of place pretty easily, and he does have a plethora of other clear accessory bits, like for his shoulders or his legs and the back of his neck. Just gonna gather these up and show them off. Like, you have these longer ones that you would put on the shoulder. Like, these all have magnificent feather detail. Now, this goes basically around his neck and collar, like between his backpack and neck, so that when you have these, it all looks like one flowing bit. And these ones, which you can put on either like the sides of his gun or his legs, and they all just go in with these kind of flat pegs. There we go, it's focusing, as you can see right there. Now, it'd be nice and cool to demonstrate, take the time, put all of them on him, but he has a form that basically does that for it, and the full extent of that form is utilizing all of its wings. Well, it's using using all of its wings all over it to be even more powerful and elegant and beautiful. And this is called his RG system, which is kind of the evolution of Sei's Gunpla battling style with his friend Reiji, who piloted the Build Strike for a majority of Build Fighters Season 1. It's to maximize maneuverability, power, speed, all that good stuff. And when he does that, his entire inner frame shines blue and lights up the rest of his body. And there is a Gunpla representation of that, which we'll show right now.
Activate the RG system!
Now this is the Build Strike with its RG engaged. And this is essentially the same Star Build Strike kit, but it's done up in all clear plastic. Everything except for its polycaps are clear plastic. Now, for its joints, this is a problem, I would say, because the regular Build Strike's joints are a grayish plastic that's kind of softer, meant for wear and tear, maneuverability. But this is just all plastic on plastic, so it's, I would say, a lot more fragile, especially with it being clear plastic. So my advice is to be more careful with this, because the other caveat of this guy is that he was a premium Bandai figure, I mean, not figure, kit, and that will run you a higher price than the normal Star Build Strike. But the advantages is this beautiful, beautiful look. Now, just like the Build Strike, he only comes with one set of these wings, but I typically put my Star Build Strike's wings on here. And he comes with these yellow effect parts. Now, these you don't get with the normal Star Build Strike, and these come with if you buy the Universe Booster separately. They're not this sparkly clear plastic as you see here, but it's basically just a clear yellow plastic. Comes with 4 of these and 2 of these kind of bridger pieces that, hold both, that can hold 2 of these kind of Plosky Gate effect parts. Now, since I bought my Star Build Strike as just the Star Build Strike, I didn't get these with mine. But if that's the way you want to go to get it separately, you won't get your wings, but you'll get these, which are still pretty good. And that's part of the Star Build Strike down and get to its next evolution.
RG offline.
Now that we're back down to just the Star Build Strike, there's one thing I forgot to mention before we hit its final evolution. The Star Build cannons on the side here, they can extend. Like, they can flip forward and extend to be more active guns. Now, as you saw earlier, you kind of saw a lot of the places where you could put the wing, or put its clear wing bits, as well as the fact that you don't get the yellow Plosky Gate pieces if you just buy this kit itself together, but you don't get the wings if you only get a Universe Booster to upgrade your Star Build Strike. So keep that in mind. Now, let's get to the Build Strike's final evolution. We've now reached its most recent and probably its final evolution, the Galaxy Build Strike Cosmos. This is Sei's probably his magnum opus of the Build Strike, and it has the most different to it from Build Strike to Star Build to Galaxy Build Strike Cosmos. It sports a lot of clear red plastic all over its body. Hold on, let me try and get it focused. Like, it's got this nice chest jewel, this new white piece with clear red in it, the shoulder bits. Even the head has this new clear red jewel and clear red wrapping around the side of its head. And even the legs got a new bit that has the clear pieces. Now, as far as accessories and weapons go, it kind of comes with with similar accessories to the Star Build Strike, at least as far as the gun is concerned. The same gun does the exact same thing, can pull this off and attach it and have the double-barreled form. And the shield actually got a new attachment piece to it. It's no longer the absorbed shield. I can't recall its name at the moment, but it's got this nice clear red jewel in it. The white plastic looks really cool, well detailed, and it still has a little tube to connect to the gun, which you can still pull off that look, and it still connects the same way. Just peg it in to the side of the bottom of the arm, excuse me, and just line it up, and voila, you can still get it to do the same gimmick of attaching the shield bit to the gun. Just line it up, peg in the hole, and supposed to be a lot more powerful now since this galaxy booster it has on its back is better at channeling the Plavsky particles, which is kind of like the energy source in Build Fighters. If you haven't seen it, and let's actually go ahead and take a look at the backpack. Now, unlike the Star Build Strike, this white bit isn't connected to it, so it's not a hassle to take on and off and whatnot. It just plugs on same way. And actually, I think I like this backpack the most out of all of them. So to transform it, just flip it up, flip this back section up, excuse me, and rotate these fins and these back fins. How'd that go? There we go. You rotate them forward for the specific look, and then just collapse the nose cone. Now this is majority white plastic with only a few stickers, like the nose cone right here, which is actually a couple of stickers and has a little bit of that a nice metallic green shine to it. Then these thruster bits, which themselves are 2 stickers, which I'm not the biggest fan of. They, as you can see, they look kind of bad. They're kind of not cool to apply, so I would recommend painting those. I may paint those when I get the chance later on. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like a turtle to me, just a nice little space turtle. Can do recon for the Galaxy Build Strike Cosmos, what have you. And to transform it back into its backpack mode, really simple. Just swing that down, pull the nose cone out, and swing it down again. Rotate these back. Rotate these fins so you get that 5-pronged star look, kind of reminiscent of the prominence from Gundam Seed. And same kind of deal, hole in the back and peg it in. Really easy, really simple. Now he has a power-up mode, which you achieve by basically closing up these shoulder bits, make them all nice and uniform, extending out the red bits on the legs all the way out, and now you just spread out the wings as you see fit. Now, there are a lot of panels here. Like, we turn around on the back, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 panels you spread out, and they're all rather posable and positionable. Like, you can go in and out here, up and down here. As you can see, this rotates. This can move up and down. These thruster bits move down and rotate. So there's a lot you can do with these to get them how you want them. But the standard configuration is basically... One fell off. Oops. His leg bit fell off. Just kind of clips back on. Real easy. See the peg, see the C-clip. Just get it lined up and push it in. So they're now out. So you spread these top fins and you spread these fins out so that this middle fin is still in the middle. Out like that. And then these bottom fins, just do that one up, that one down a little bit. Up, down a little bit. And now he's got these wings which help him maneuver through like Plavsky particles and utilize them better and whatnot. It's kind of his high-powered mode, what he uses when he really needs to kick in gear if he's fighting like a real strong opponent like the Majin and his A to Z Gundam. Now, this is the most current / final evolution of the Build Strike, and he does also come with a stand, so you can get him aerial. The stand just plugs into his bottom, like so. And it's honestly the most different and might be my new favorite. Like, he came out recently and I was just kind of blown away by this kit and how much I liked it and liked posing it. Can do a lot of interesting stuff. Check some I'll share some pictures I took of it on the Facebook page. He also does come with his beam sabers and comes with the same clear pink beams as all the other ones do. We'll plug in the exact same, no real point to showing it. Now, since we're basically at the end of this review, let's show them all off together. Got the Galaxy Build Strike Cosmos, the RG Engaged Star Build Strike. His Plasky 8 stuff was kind of falling off on me. The regular Star Build Strike, the kind of, I would say the good middle ground of everything. And then you have the base, the Build Strike full package. Now all of these are wonderful kits. Like, if you had the chance to only get one, I would say get the Galaxy Build Strike, because he does still technically have parts to be the regular Build Strike, like the normal chest, the same back of the head, the normal sides of the legs and whatnot. And if you want the Star Build Strike, essentially you can just buy one regular Build Strike or a Build Strike full package and then get the Universe Booster. Now, like I said earlier, the only problem with that is you don't get the lovely energy wing effects, but you do get these Plotsky Gate pieces. But all in all, this is a wonderful line of kits. I truly do enjoy them. They all were nice, fun builds. No more than like 2.5, 3 hours max. If you're into Gunpla building and you need a nice base kit, he'd also be good for customs and whatnot. So yeah, that was my evolution of the Build Strike. From its humble beginnings as just the regular base Build Strike, all the way up to its now final form, the Galaxy Build Strike Cosmos. I don't know if we'll see a rendition of the Build Strike again in the current Build Diver series. I hope we do. It'd be really interesting to see how Sei just improved even more on his already amazing Build Strike. This is Zeta Zulu signing out. And remember, be awesome, be cool, and rock on. Deuces.